Guys, have fun.
Thank you, Sam.
Absolutely. I'll talk to you later, Alex.
Sam, you gotta make me co-host so I can share my screen.
You are host now.
Okay.
Congrats, man. Make me co-host now.
Well, wrong screen to share.
Hey, will you make me co-host though?
I don't know, man.
I want a little bit of power. Yeah. Okay, let's see it.
Why isn't it sharing the right screen? First things first, though. You guys want to be able to, you need to, like, you know how the homemaker set, you know all the pieces in the set, right? You know what they're used for, all of that. You need to know that for the complete set and for the family set. So the ultimate and the signature. Okay, those are the first two things you need before you can even do the 3 set closes. You need to know what the pieces are used for so the customer knows that you know your product. So here we go. So when you're on this page, you're giving the price comparison. You know, if something offers twice the quality and value and lasts forever, you'd probably expect it to be at least twice the price. And at twice the price, you're talking over $4,000 for a set of Cutco. So when you go over to the homemaker, and this is where you guys usually close on the homemaker. This is where you go straight into the 3 set close. So you say, you know, as I went through earlier with you, the homemaker plus 8 set here is our most popular set. Perfect for families that cook 2 to 4 times a week. And this is the transition here. So this has since 1949, so about 70 years now, quite a while. And over the years, customers have written in requests of other knives they'd like to see in a set. So that's when they came out with our complete set here. So we already went through all the basic pieces, you guys. So I always say, you know, everything after this carving fork in the middle here is new. So you get the Hardy slicer. I also call it the Grill Master knife. If you're with the dads, they're gonna love it when you say that. So this is the Grill Master knife. It has a thicker tang through the handle, so it weighs a little bit more, but it's a lot more sturdy and stable when you're cutting through stuff. It has the same double D edge on it, so it makes it great for slicing through meats. And then it also has a tapered edge on the way up, so it'll crack through foods as you cut them. Then the 7-inch Santoku. Hey, Ms. Jones, by the way, every time I say Santoku, it means it has a rounded tip on it. And you're like, oh, yeah. So they call this one the Rachel Ray style chef knife for pulling through your onions, peppers, any of your veggies. And it has a finer blade on it, so it chops things a lot easier. Then the vegetable knife, one of my favorites. Now this knife looks like it would weigh as much as this cleaver, right? They're always like, yeah, it looks heavy. Well, actually, this vegetable knife weighs just as much as the 7-inch Santoku right there, so it's not a heavy chef knife. Now, Ms. Jones, your husband is going to thank me later because when you're really, really mad at him, you can't stab him with it, right? Right? And then those squashes that you said that you struggle with earlier, it's really hard to cut them through. This has a flat blade on the top, so you can use both your hands to push down on it and makes it super easy. And then it also has a great wide blade on it, so you can scoop up any of the onions, peppers, anything you're chopping up, and push into the pot or pan. And then the cleaver, the bad boy, biggest knife we have. This one weighs a full 1.5 pounds, and it'll cut through anything in your kitchen you literally can't cut through. We personally cut through a 3-pound frozen stick of hamburger meat with this thing in one chop at Devon. And, you know, people think cleaver, it's only good for one thing, and it's like getting through tough things. It actually has a different use that has nothing to do with the sharpness of the blade. The backside has a thicker blade built on it, so it's great for flattening your meats or tenderizing your chicken. The salmon knife, one of my favorites as well. The name kind of misdirects you because not everyone fillets a fish every day, so they think they're not going to need a salmon knife. Well, we actually call it the thin slicer, because it has a long, thin, straight edge. Kind of like the slicer over there, except this one's straight edge. Really thin, so it flexes to about 85 degrees on the cutting board. This one's really good for cutting through watermelons because it slips right through. People normally think, you know, big knife, big job. like this cleaver. But this one's actually a thin knife, big job anyways. It's really good for getting through watermelon, using the flexibility of the blade to get the rind right off. Then you got the petite slicer here. So this one's just 2 inches smaller than that other slicer. This one's really good for cutting through bagels, sandwiches, or if you have, garlic bread on the table, Ms. Jones, you're not going to want a big 10-inch knife sitting out on the table. You're going to want that petite slicer. Then the boning knife. This is one of the sharpest straight edges that Cutco makes. Even though it looks like a fillet knife, it actually has a stiff blade on it. So it makes it great for cutting or deboning your chicken, taking fat off raw meats, or just cutting raw meats. So they did a side-by-side test with this boning knife and that trimmer that we saw earlier of them cutting fat. And when they cut the fat off with the trimmer, it took 20 strokes. The boning knife took 2 or 3. Pretty crazy. Then the cheese knife. We already saw this one in that entertainer pack. The difference, this one has the wedge lock handle. There's one rule with this one though. You want to hear it, Miss Jones? Sure. Yeah? So this one, you can only use it on Sundays because it's the holy knife, right? It's a pretty cheesy joke, I know. And then that bottom hole, that's a bottle opener as well. You have your beer and cheese with that. This knife is better than just cheese though. Like better for using it on other things as well. So it's really good for potatoes, apples, for snacks, anything like that. Hey, and remember that smaller paring knife that I went through with you earlier? How you can't really use it on the cutting board? Well, they made one now that you can use on the cutting board, the 4-inch paring knife. So that one's great for small stuff on the cutting board now. And then the steak knife, the next one. Even though it's out of stock right now, this one's great. This is the larger version, the little table knife. The difference between the two, if you remember the little table knife, you're going to be using it for every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. The steak knife, this is good for a bigger meal, nicer one. But the cool thing about the steak knife is it's most comparable to that trimmer that I showed you earlier, down here on the left. So say your trimmer is in the dishwasher, the sink, and it's dirty because you used it in the morning for cutting up a fruit or a tomato or something like that. You want to use it later in the day. All you have to do is grab one of these steak knives and it'll work just as good. Which one do you like better? Do you like the bigger steak knife or the smaller table knife? The bigger one? Okay, good. Guys, if they say the bigger one, you know they're going to need the Siggy or the Ultimate, right? And then, the shears come with that one as well. So they made that basic homemaker set, and sometimes it just felt a little bit too small for people. And then they made the complete set here. Sometimes feels a little bit too big for people, even though this set will allow you to never have to buy a knife ever again in your life. So that's when they came out with family set right here. So again, everything after the carving fork is new. That same Grill Master knife I went over with you. Then you get a mini chef knife. This one is still a Santoku, has that rounded tip. Really lightweight, makes the job easy to just pick it up and get it done. Also, you said that you cooked with your husband sometimes. This way you guys don't have to fight over a chef knife when you guys are cooking together. Pretty funny because this one's one of my mom's favorites. She'll actually steal it out of my demonstration bag just to use it. The moms always laugh. And then that same cheese knife we went over, and then again the choice between the 10 steak or the 10 table. The shears come with that as well. Now the reason that they put the shears, the cheese knife, the mini chef knife, and the Grill Master knife in that set are because those are the 4 most customer requested pieces after that basic set. So Mrs. Jones, if you were considering a set of Cutco today, out of these 3 sets that I just showed you here, our basic set, pause for like 10 seconds, let them look it over. You'll always see their eyes going like this, left and right. Or our family set, or our complete set. Which one do you think would be most preferable for your home that you'd get the best use out of? Alex, role play with me.
I would probably say one of the first 2 for sure. I don't think we need them all.
Okay. So either a family set or a basic set. Which one do you think? You said you guys do cook together sometimes. So you guys, that extra chef knife would be beneficial for you guys. You guys also said you grill a lot on that Traeger grill. So you guys would probably want that, that tool right there. And the cheese knife, personally, that's a customer favorite and one of my favorites. I use it every day. Do you think you could see yourself using the cheese knife?
Yeah, I could.
Okay. So which set do you think would be more beneficial for you?
Um, I think this one would probably be good. Depends what the price is.
Okay. Do you want me to run over both prices for you?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay. So the family set here has those 10 basic tools we explained that I went through with you earlier. The 4 customer pieces. You get a wood block, a straight edge sharpener for straight edges, and 3 forever cutting boards, which means you don't have to ever buy a cutting board again. If it breaks, gets a bunch of marks over it, just send it and they give you a free one again. The great thing is that, this set doesn't cost $4,000, right? So the family set here with this, did you like the steak or the table better?
Steak for sure.
Steak? Okay, so the family set here with the steak knives is $22.59 paid in full, which includes shipping. But what a lot of my customers actually do is take advantage of the 5-month interest-free investment option, which is $4.90 today, and that includes tax on that.
Whoa, you write it on the screen like that? That's kind of cool.
Yep. And then our basic set,
How do you do that? Explain how you do that for the crowd.
Okay, so when you want to type on the screen, so you don't have them writing it down, giving them more time to say no, potentially. If you go to the top of the screen share where it says you are sharing screen or stop share, and you just put your mouse over that, a little drop down menu comes up where it says mute, stop video, security participants, new share, pause screen, annotate. When you see annotate, click on that, and then it has a bunch of different options, and you want to hit text. Click on text, and then drop the text box, and you just type right in that.
Wow, very cool.
So then our basic set here has those 10 basic tools we explained earlier, right? The 8 table knives, the wood block, and you get a straight edge sharpener and 1 cutting board rather than 3. The great thing is that, this one doesn't cost $4,000, obviously. But the even better thing is that it doesn't even cost as much as Wusthoff's sales price at $1,999. So the Homemaker Plus 8 set here is $1,326 paid in interest-free investment option is $289 today, and that also includes tax. Now, Alex, you like free stuff, right? Who doesn't?
I do. I love free stuff.
Awesome. So with your, your family set here, we have something called the buy now bonus or first call special, where if you were to buy now, I can offer you that entertainer pack and then one of your favorite knives from the complete set that isn't in that set for free. It has around, a $350, $400 value. Guys, I'm only telling him to, do one of these knives because a lot of our other items are out of stock, like the hunting fishing knives. Like if we still have those in stock, I would tell them you guys can get a couple of those for free instead. Like give them options for free stuff too. And then for that, that basic homemaker set. Oops. So the basic homemaker set doesn't come with the shears, whereas the family set does. So with the basic set, I can offer you the entertainer pack or the shears for free. And I'm sure you know, Alex, with everything going on right now, that home cooked meals are more valuable than ever. And you can't really go out to restaurants much. But I want to be your guys' Cutco guy forever. And when you guys are ordering your knives through me, not only are you supporting a local entrepreneur like myself, but someone who's working really hard towards a scholarship. The great thing is that you don't have to pay in full. We can break that up, 5 months interest free. If you really think about it, it's only $10, $15 a day. The great thing is that the payments aren't forever, but the guarantee is. That's one of the things that I love telling people, Mrs. Jones, because not everything is American made, dishwasher safe, and guaranteed forever. So, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask you, would you like to try out our family set or our homemaker set today and pick out your free gifts with that?
Wait, I have a question though. They didn't pick which one they wanted.
Yeah, but I told them the prices of either, and then I asked them which one they wanted. Which one seems like better deal for them?
Oh, so you knew already.
What do you
Like
mean?
you just said to me, would you like to try out your basic or family set? But you were just role playing like you already asked me which one.
No, like that's what I would normally do with the customer. I
You
wouldn't
say
say,
both?
because if I ask them which one seems better for you after I tell them the price, they're like, yeah, I'm not interested in a set today. Because you already told them the price. You're not, like, I gave them a little stump speech there, and then I asked them which one they think they'd want to go with.
Oh, so
And
you do
then-
ask them which one.
Yeah, I ask him which one when I ask for the order.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah,
Whenever-
I think we want to. I think we want to try out the basic one. We'll just get that small one for now.
The basic? Okay, and then which free item you want to pick out with that? The entertainer pack or the shears?
Yeah, we'll
shears-
just.
The shears I can add a holster on the side of the block, Alex.
You can. All right, we'll do that then. I think that sounds awesome.
The shears? All right, let me just write that up for you. Boom.
So, can you explain how to get the holster? Shears holster.
Well, it's just, what do you mean?
I didn't know that there was a shears holster until I did this for like 6 months.
Okay, so the shears holster, it's like $4. Just bonus it with the super shears. It should be on your price guide right by the super shears. Or if you use the app, you just type in shears, and it's like it's right below the shears on there. And you just add that to the order and you bonus it for free because it takes like $1 off your commission.
Hey, Jared, I don't want to cut you off here, but I got to hop off. I'm getting a call from my demo right now. So
Yeah,
great to see everybody tonight. Everyone have fun. Somebody else, I don't know if you're playing a game later, but someone else has to win this week, I guess. So
Sucks.
whoever gets to decide that. All
All right,
right.
Tiati, good luck.
See you, everybody.